Oh, why, hello there. Welcome to whatever this is. How's it going, everybody? It's me, Nomad. Hi. What's up, RJ, 3D Medic, Vince, LTX, TJL, Mad Al, and Petty? What is up? We have a returning enemy. We're gonna try tackling the ESP camera again. I believe to have found the problem, so we're gonna try this again. I also have a cool side project that I want to show you guys, and I may need help with. So if you want to help and get maybe some of the stuff that get one of your things featured on the stream, that would be greatly appreciated. But so let's start with that. So I did some testing, and great news, the Ulti-Multi actually works. I was actually really surprised at the reliability of it feeding filament. That was impressive, but it cannot feed to the Core 1 in this current configuration. Why? Let me first explain why it can't. So, the Ulti-Multi is specifically designed with a mounting mechanism of that of the MK4 frame. That's just how it's designed. There are mounts for the Core 1, but we have to experiment and see how that works. Essentially, all the mounts for the Ulti-Multi right now only attach it to the top of the printer, and I'm not a fan of that, because that requires some modification to the plexiglass. And while that's not a big deal for me, considering I literally can cut a new top panel, I don't really want to modify that top panel because it's like specially coated. So I might make a custom top panel and then like use that, but I don't know yet. We'll figure that out. So here's what I thought of. Guess what just barely fits on our Prusa XL bed? I'll let you guess while I grab it. This is a mock top panel that I put together. And yes, this can be printed on a Prusa XL. Mind you, it stopped. I had a blue screen error on my XL. But yes, you can print a top panel on an XL. I tried to make one where the MMU can be mounted internally, and that's pretty solid right there. I think this would work. I didn't support this piece. I probably should have done that, but whatever. Yeah, RJ, I was in a meeting just a moment ago, but the meeting got done earlier than I anticipated, so I just said, screw it, let's start. So let's see if the feet for the MMU fit this. Did I throw them out? I threw them out, didn't I? Yeah. Okay, so I threw them out. So I can't actually do that. Wait, no, hold on. Hold on. This works. Okay, I didn't throw them out. I thought I threw them out. No, they were sitting right here. That works. Okay, now that's thrown out. It literally just fell into the trash can. So this works. So if I take this, put it in here, that works. This is giving me ideas. So in theory, I could set this atop the Prusa Core 1. If I put side panels on here and enclose this, this could work as an MMU enclosure. The only downside is it would only be printable on an XL. But that works. This really works. So I'm like tweaking that and it's fine. So here's what I need. I need your help. I need your help to make a Core 1/MMU enclosure that can be printed on an XL. I really want to... Okay, what I was trying to replicate here was the one that Prusa released. But that's an injection mold, and I don't have the CAD file for that. But I was able to measure the Core 1, and I was able to get this. So this works. But yeah, if you guys are interested in helping me out with this, that would be cool. That'd be really cool. I still can't believe that this worked as well as it did. Is there no way to slice that into 2 parts? I mean, there is a way to do that, 100%. But I wanted to print it all in one go. Like, you can tell the internal geometry is designed to be printed like this. And it actually did a great job. It did a really good job, actually. Because the idea is that you slide the MMU in from the side and then clip it into place. And then there's going to be... My idea is to have like holes in the back here that the tubes come out of. And then you can just have your MMU on the top of the printer, and it just feeds down into it from this gap here. So, like, it goes down there. That's the idea. This is a natural PLA, by the way. Works. I'm actually really impressed with how this printed. The XL does a great job. Like, the XL is still a phenomenal printer. This is good. Like, this is really good. Anyway. So, if you want to try that, if you want to try help me out with that, that'd be appreciated. Can you just tell us how... Oh, the Ultimulti, it's working-ish. Here's the problem. The MMU has a software limit. That software limit says that it cannot push filament past 1,000 millimeters. So it can only push filament 1 meter. Or 100 centimeters. It can only push filament 100 centimeters, not a whole meter, my bad. Because a meter is 1,000 centimeters, yeah. So it can only push filament 100 centimeters. Which is a lot. Wait, hold on. No, 100 centimeters is a meter. Anyway. It is up to 1,000 millimeters. The problem is that it is a limitation of the MMU itself. The actual bit registry for how far the MMU can... Holy shit! Ladies and gentlemen, sorry, I just have to first say this. Thank you, 3D Medic Vince, for donating $100 to the Trevor Project fundraiser that we are doing this weekend. Thank you so much. That means the world to us. We have opened up donations early, so people can start donating before the stream if you feel like that is more appropriate or that's just something that's better for you. So that's open for donation. Thank you so much for Medic Vince for helping us get our first donation and getting towards our $5,000 goal. Thank you so much. Anyway. Yeah, so it's only up to 100 millimeters, and that's just that's a firmware limitation of the MMU itself. I think it sucks, but that's just what it is. Yeah. So we're gonna keep tinkering with that, but today I want to work on the camera. Where did I put the camera? Oh, it's right there. All right, so let's hop over to live screen plus screen. Oh, right. Doop. All right. So. Let's see here. So I think the problem I had... So I found a... Let me pull up Edge here. Okay. And then let me pull up the link I found. Here we go. So, this is Prussas documentation for this ESP32 camera. Now, this is very similar to what we have. This is not exactly what we have, but it's very similar. And if we look at it, what it tells you is how to flash the binary files, okay? There's the addresses, the same as it was before. But, more importantly, it's telling us to use UART. We've been using USB. So let's try that. Let's go ahead and plug it in. We're going to pull up the folder we were using. Some downloads. Where is it? Yep. Flash tool. Okay, run that. All right, we're going to do ESP32 S3 develop UART. Okay. Looks like everything is still here. Okay, so we go down here. It says 80 megahertz. Okay. Let's go ahead and screen capture. Okay, good. There we go. Screen capture is up. Yeah, I don't know what the limitation is. I think it might be a firmware limitation, but it could be a limit. Oh my God, Reverend! Thank you so much for the 100. Thank you so much for the 100 donation to Trevor Project. That means the world to us. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Originally, the goal for the live stream was 2,500, but everyone was telling me I was going to smash the goal, so I was like, okay, we'll set it to 5,000. I'm nervous. I'm really nervous about Saturday because it's the first time I'm ever doing a live stream like this, and I'm doing it because you guys have inspired the confidence in me that we can do it. So, yeah. And thankfully, it turns out Streamlabs, the guys I use to actually run my application here for streaming, they have a donation system, so I don't have to handle any money. We're good. Obviously, we're going to be doing a filament giveaway tonight, but we won't be doing the live stream giveaways until the live stream. So, all right, let's go ahead and hit erase. It's the same error. Okay. Hold on. I have a new one. So just first off, let's try this. Press and hold boot. Right? Okay. We'll try this one more time. Press and hold boot. All right. Okay, that didn't work. So we got another one here. We're gonna see if this works. Oh my God. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. That's another 1,000 from Critter42. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Absolutely already blowing us away with your generosity. We have some cool people that'll be joining us for the stream. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm really excited. We also have a big update for Prussas Wire, so if that's something you guys have been interested in, we will be showing that off. How the fuck do I get this open? So we're gonna be showing off Prussas Wire. We're gonna be talking to Steve, Nero, a bunch of guys. It's gonna be so fun. donating because I don't think I'll be able to make the stream. Well, Critter, your donation is appreciated. Actually, with that donation, I believe we have unlocked the first giveaway for the stream. For those that don't know, we are doing milestone giveaways. So right now, I believe every $250, we are giving away filament. So we'll be giving away 3 spools of Jesse and a spool of LDO filament. So very excited for how we're going to be doing that. And the Jesse, oh my god, it's good colors. It's good colors, trust me. It's random, but I'm the one picking the filament. Welcome, Bearded Printer. How's it going? Alright, come on. Come on. There we go. Alright, so we have another one here. So this is a brand new unit. Absolutely fresh from the factory. Brand spanking new. Let's go ahead and press the boot button. Okay, we're armed. The Nugget is armed. Alright, ESP32 S3. Okay. Erase. Error. What? What do you mean, error? What? Why error? Is it a different hold on. Device manager. ESP32 S3 UART. Let me check device manager. Maybe it's something that's different. Oh, it's COM20. Okay. That would be it. The light is off. I don't know if it's in the mode anymore. Okay. Jexter66, thank you so much for subscribing. Your subscription is genuinely appreciated. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go grab my laptop. We're going to try this with a different machine. I'm starting to think that it's just the way my computer is set up. Maybe that's true. Maybe it's not. I don't know. All right, back. Got the laptop. If you've seen me at shows, then you know this laptop all too well. It is dead. It's a very dead laptop. Nomad takes his hat off in anger. Guys, I am very grumpy with how this is going with these ESPs. I was told that ESPs were easy. I was lied to! I have not turned on this computer since... Oh god, I have no idea. I have no idea how long it's been since I actually used this computer. It's been a few months. I think last time I used it was before my new job. Small angry man. Well, thanks, Thanks, Nathan. Is this the same? Yeah, it's from the same company. There's the serial numbers are a lot different, so who knows? We'll find out. I'm starting to think it's the computer. I'm starting to think it's the computer. So we're gonna test that. How are we gonna test it? Oh, this works. Oh, never mind. Wait, yeah, that works. I know this is a data cable for sure. Hey, laptop, you wanna work? There we go. Oh, you're unpacking yours right now. Oh, okay, it came in? Nice. Okay. Laptop's almost ready. No one gets to see. There we go. Oh, Sims 2 Legacy Edition. I need to play that again. Alright. So ESP32 Prussas S3 Prussa cam. I'm looking for... Yeah, where is... Okay, you know what? github.com/Prussa3D/Prussa Firmware ESP32 cam blob master doc ESP32 S3 cam readme.md. There we go. Nope, no Windows update. We're in. Alright, so flash download tool. Let's grab that. ESPF flash download tool. Okay, here we are. Give it time to ping Microsoft, right? Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna just try plugging it straight in. Device manager. Alright, so it says COM6. Let's unplug it. Okay, COM6 is the device that we're looking at. So ESP32S3 UART. Okay. 80 megahertz. COM6. Erase. Secure boot EN false. Finish? Are you telling me it was my fucking computer this whole fucking time? You're kidding, right? You're kidding. Prussas ESP cam firmware. Well, hold on. I'm not going to try it just yet because I want to actually download this and get it going. Well, so, yeah, Koda, we tried that and it didn't work. Okay. So, we go back here. So, what is it? Okay. Bootloader bin. So let's load these up. So downloads, ESP cam, bootloader. That's gonna be. No, I don't care about you, Adobe. 0x0. And then partitions. It's gonna be 0x800. And the last one is the actual file, bin, at 0x11234. Okay, there we go. Start. You gotta be fucking kidding me. It's working. No, Kodo, we tried all that on the last stream that we did. Is stub and send flash finish? Okay, then it's done. Guess it's done, guys. We'll try that out in a moment. Hey, thank you so much, Robin B, for donating to the Streamlabs charity. Do appreciate you so very much. If only someone read the comments from the last stream. Wait, there's comments? Hold up. I didn't know this. Projects and Data Garage, what's up, man? I hope you enjoyed the tour. Projects and Data Garage stopped by Prince Al the other day and gave him a nice tour of the facility. Alright, there we go. We're done. That's it. Alright. Shut down. That was it. We're done. Are you kidding me? It was just my laptop. I just had to use my laptop. That was it. That was it. Oh my god. Hey, thank you to Matt Owl for, oh my god, 100. Oh my god, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. We're gonna have such a great stream on Saturday. Thank you so much. We're working on ESP32 cameras, but now it's easy because Now they work. Okay. Well, let's get this out of here. 1 second. I'll let you know. All right. I'm forgetting off the top of my head exactly which time we're doing the stream tomorrow on Saturday. But if you just look at the YouTube channel, I already have a scheduled stream for Saturday. Yeah, 3-hour stream for a 2-minute solution. I knew trying a different thing would work. Question is, will this work? So let's go ahead and go to, well, let's look at, okay, let's go back to live cap. Oh god. All right, so after all that is done, that's it. Okay, well, now we go here. Prussas ESP32 cam. Alright, well, we're flashed now, so let's just continue, I guess. Yep. Okay, so click on that, add other camera. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, so I need to open up Prussas Connect on my computer here. So let's go ahead and do that. So connect. And then let's open up the core one. Gonna go to camera, add other camera. Okay, and then we're gonna do ESP32. Okay. So now we're gonna plug in the 32. Now here's the fun part. I can't I have to do this from my phone because I literally, if I connected my computer to this, the stream would end. So yeah, we don't want to do that. Okay, so I have the thing. Find the camera on the Wi-Fi network. Yeah, I may have to break out the laptop again. After a brief moment, the camera will start in Wi-Fi AP mode. Essentially, it starts its own Wi-Fi. How long is the moment? Let me power on another one. Ah! We don't talk about that noise I just made. We don't talk about it. Okay, then we pop on the camera. It's not, there we go. Okay, that's in. Now let's power it on. Okay. But either of these will be the right one if either of them show up. There's no wrong one here. Let's turn Wi-Fi on here. Nothing. Did I miss a step? After the finish sign appears, now you can disconnect the camera. Okay. Visual module's current status. There's no blinking. Let's keep out. Guys, it flashed. It flashed correctly. Hold on, let's hit reset. Maybe it just needs to reboot. Boot. Let's. Flashed appropriately. It's not connected to the network yet. I'm supposed to be doing that right now. But it's not broadcasting a network. It's just a solid LED, and it turns itself off. Let's unplug the camera module for a moment. Light's still on, but nothing. I'm so confused. Is this not enough power, maybe?
What happens when life breaks down? God himself puts his arms around you.
I'm so confused why this isn't. Okay. Fuck it, we get the laptop. Let's unplug. Maybe my computer is the problem. You know, maybe, just maybe, my desktop is the problem. RJ, if it works with a laptop, I'm just gonna be upset. Okay. No APs. I mean, maybe it's the baud rate. Maybe it's not happy with it. So let's try this. COM7 erase. Okay. So we're back to default. Bootloader, partitions, bin. 0x0, 0x8, 1, 2, 3, 0x1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's try flashing that. Because maybe it's the SPI speed. Maybe it did not like having the SPI speed set to 80. Okay. It's finished. Unplug that one. Plug this one in. COM6. Erase. Okay, and start. Alright, while that is doing that, let's go ahead. Oh. Let's get this one plugged in. Okay. Bluetooth. Wait. Does it have a Bluetooth field? Hold on. I think the answer may be right in front of me, and I just didn't notice it, maybe? see. No, I don't want to connect to the HP printer. Hidden network. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can't connect. Okay. I'm confused. Okay. So, chip info. COM6, chip info. Okay. Let's erase it. Let's set SPI flash to 80. Hit start, because that obviously wasn't it. Okay. Finished. So now, chip info. Alright, it still says crystal is 40 MHz. I'm gonna try with 80, because I don't really know what I'm doing here. Read flash. What does the flash say? Okay. Give me a flash dump. Read eFuse. Okay, give me an eFuse dump. I don't know what any of that means. It's clearly pulling data. Like, it's doing things. I don't have an LED that I can attach to this, so I can't get a readout on it. Wait. Hold on. Hidden network. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, hold on. There's a hidden network. There's a hidden network that is broadcasting with a very strong signal. So what's the SSID for that network? The SSID. Okay, so let me just download a Wi-Fi scanner. I thought Wi-Fi Man would do it, but apparently not. Plants. Hidden. Yeah, there's a hidden network. So let's filter this down to 2.4. Yep, 2.4. I have a couple hidden networks, and I think one of them is it. Oh my god, this is so... This is bending my mind. Okay. Prussas ESP32 Cam S3. No AP. New ESP32 cam does not create... Well, that's the problem. It doesn't tell me what the access point is, so... Yeah, there's a post about it on the forums, but no one's responded. For 5 minutes? Do I have to wait 5 minutes? I don't see anything. I am so confused. I don't have a status LED, so I can't test that. I'm trying to think of where I could get one. But that's not something I have just laying around, because I'm not an electronics guy. take the one from your computer? What do you mean? There's no AP. No AP is being generated. This is a what? Okay. Seed Studio ESP32 S3 cam or Prussa. Here's literally that. Software setup. I was unable to flash using the provided binaries on the Prussa. However, I carefully followed instructions on how to compile software and ID and successfully got everything working. Able to flash. What? Can you provide your files? Oh, wait. Here. Look what I found. That's the one we have. Ah. Okay, so let me guess. My settings were wrong. Yeah. Yeah, they were. These are the wrong ones. All right, erase. I need to use the Xiaomi one. I feel extremely dumb. I'm using the wrong firmware. Found it. Found the right firmware. No wonder it's not working. I was using the wrong firmware. Alright, so... bootloader... partitions... bin. No wonder it wasn't working. It was the wrong firmware. Okay. The firmware I was using was the firmware that was released for the ESP32-S3-cam. That is the incorrect one. For this module, we should be using the Xiao XIAO underscore or dash ESP32-S3. It's the same fucking chipset, just different. And it's different enough for the firmware to be wrong. Because the problem is, these are the same fucking, like, model names. So, of course, that's going to be slightly different. Oh, look at that! I got 2 LEDs! And one's flashlight! Oh my god, it's working! Right, you're just going off to the side for now. All right. Yeah, there we are. ESP cam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, hold on. Couldn't connect to this network. Well, fuck you. Okay. Okay. I need to. That's printing now. So why can't I connect to you? Okay, it's connecting. Checking the quality of the internet connection. Well, yeah, okay. Connect only this time. All right. I'm connected now. Let's go back over here. It disconnected. Why did it disconnect? Internet not available. Yes, connect. Lulu, shut up. Shut up, RJ. Stay connected, phone. I need stop it. Yeah, we're almost there. We're connecting to it now. Okay, connected without internet. 192.168.0.1. Yeah, no internet connection, I know. Hey, Prussa Connect! Prussa Connect! It's me! Look, it's me! Alright, connect token. So that's gonna be from here. Okay. DN. I can't say that out loud. Hold on. Okay, Wi-Fi. We're making progress. We're making progress. Okay, so I'm still connected to it. I don't want to be connected to it. It says Wi-Fi mode AP plus client, but I don't want it to be that. All right, well, let's look here. Let's refresh the page. Okay. It's not popping up, so says it's connected to the local network, so let's do this. 192.168.0.70? Hey, look at that! Alright, I'm going to turn this off now for a moment. Going to delete the previous ESP camera. Create a new token. Save. Okay. Advanced settings. Yeah, everything looks good. It's connected to the Wi-Fi. Yeah, I don't know how to turn off the AP at all, but that's fine. We were using the wrong settings, the wrong firmware, and for whatever reason my desktop can't do it. So now it works. So, alright, this is going to be our thingamajig. I read the instructions. Without photos, it was hard. Well, I want to know right now is why is it not appearing in Prussas Connect? So it's not appearing in Prussas Connect at all right now. Here, let me screen capture. Oh, actually, no, I don't want to screen capture because if I do that, then you're gonna be able to see the thing I don't want you to see. Okay. It's connected to the internet. Oh, there we go. Enable service AP. I'll deal with that later. Send snapshot. Okay. Let's rewind a bit here. So, okay. Yep. Camera's configuration should appear. Insert the token, click save. Alright, I did that. Set the Wi-Fi. Or trigger interval. Okay. This will improve image quality significantly. If you have connectivity issues, decrease the image quality. Okay. Create snapshot or refresh the image you see. Okay. Authentication tab. You don't care about that. System tab. Yep. Okay, head back to Prussas Connect. After a short wait, the camera will be displayed into Connect. How long is a short wait? Hey, RJ, come on, chill. I have some idea of what I'm doing. It's just, this is the first time I've ever done it for this. What's interesting is that the camera is not working. I mean, it's working, but, like, it's not appearing in Prussas Connect. That's the weird part. So if we look here, it's just not in Prussas Connect. Like, we're connected and everything. This token, which I will change later after the stream, that's correct. Everything is as it's supposed to be. It has Wi-Fi. Everything's working. Everything's working. I'm just glad the actual firmware here is working. Like, I'm really glad that this is working. Oh, look, it tells me the temperature of the... Oh, God. 80 degrees? Oh, she toasty. Uh-oh. Let's get these on there. There we go. A couple heat sinks will help. Oh, God. Hello. Yeah, those ESP cams get hot. Are you printing it? No? Okay. It's gonna take a minute. Like, that's good. That's working. But it is simply not showing up in Prussas Connect. Let's reboot it. Let's wait and see. Maybe I have to save it and reboot it or something. I don't know. Okay. Nothing still. I'm getting frustrated because, okay, we're at the point where everything on the camera is working. We're connected to the internet, very obviously. I think what's funny is I could just message this guy on Slack, probably. But, like, everything is working. Everything's connected. Here. Again, I don't want to show Vivaldi here. Like, everything's working, but it's not appearing in Prusa Connect. That's the weird part. Alright, you know what I think it might be? Give me a second here. Give me a second. I think I know what's up. It might be because it's on a different Wi-Fi network. That could be it. It's a long shot, but it's possible. How these cameras work, from what I understand, they communicate with the printer directly. Because if the printer is offline, the camera's offline. So the printer has to be online for the camera to send data. So I think it has to be on the same Wi-Fi. It's possible. Even though it's the same network. I connected it to the same network. But who knows? Yeah, but so it's different Wi-Fi, but it's the same network. So same IP communication. It shouldn't cause an issue. The reason I'm worried about putting it on the same Wi-Fi is because these are on a faster Wi-Fi that has 5 gigahertz. Even though they are also running ESPs that can't use the 5 gigahertz. Anyway, this one I put on an appliance Wi-Fi that is designed to only run 2.4 gigahertz. So the idea was that it would just kind of work. But we'll see. Oh, sorry. Okay, it's being weird now. Let's reboot it. Come on, here we go. Yeah, that gets hot. Alright, it's back online. It's connected to the same Wi-Fi network now. Still nothing. Okay, so Prusa ESP camera not connecting with Prusa Connect. Camera is working, but not sending image to Prusa. Check your DNS resolving in a Wi-Fi router. Okay. Watching this is making me not want to try out ESP32 camera. It seems like it works if you use the exact one that Prusa uses. But guess what? We're pulling out the laptop again. Yeah, y'all are gonna be professionals when I'm done with this. 100%. Do I have Visual Studio in here? Cool, I do. Alright. Open folder, downloads. That, select. Yes, I trust the authors. Okay. Okay. So I got a weird issue, and I don't know if this is the issue or not. Let's see. System. Oh, hold on. Let's do advanced Wi-Fi settings. Okay, let's do static, and let's do subnet mask 255.255.255.0, default gateway 192.168.0.1, and then DNS server 1.1.1.1. Let's go ahead and save that. Please reboot MCU. Okay. Yeah, 32 watching, almost 16 likes. Hit that like button, everybody. So here's the hypothesis. The hypothesis is that it's not connecting to the time server for whatever reason. So we're gonna see what happens if I set it to a specific DNS. Oh, we got it. That was it. That was it. It wasn't connecting to the time server. So I just had to access it and update the DNS server to 1.1.1.1. And now we're good. We're good. It's working. Holy crap. It's working. Okay. I'm going to open up Unify real quick. I want to set these IPs to be something specific. Okay, so client devices, let's look for 192.168.0.250. Cool, that's not in use. Okay, so advanced settings on Wi-Fi. We want this to use .250. Yep, okay. You're next, buddy. So we're going to set this one up for the Prusa Minis. Both of these guys, so I have a buddy camera on order. I do have a buddy camera on order. So that buddy camera will eventually go into the Core 1, because it is a Core 1 buddy camera. These guys will be dedicated to the Prusa Minis, now that they're working. once we have a Core 1 camera. But then, once that's all said and done, we're going to have cameras for all my printers, which is good. Very happy. Very happy. Big happy. Gotta love certificate notification, right? That's the annoying part. I got some cool news. So it's in the other room right now, but we have a Magneto, a Peel Poly Magneto X. We got it. It has arrived in our possession through as a gift. It is not in functional condition. But here's the idea that I have with it. Down here, we have space for another large format printer. I'm going to shift everything here to the left. We're going to get rid of that box fan. And shift this down to the left. Or to the right. I don't really know yet. Probably to the right. And then, what I want to do is I want to turn that Magneto X into an index tool changer. I should be able to. I don't see why I can't. So we're gonna fix it up because it's in rough shape. We're gonna fix it up. Admittedly, because it is 98 pounds, it's probably gonna stay in that room for now. I'm gonna wheel it over somehow. I'm gonna probably make wheels for it and then get it over here. I don't know. We're gonna figure that out. It is way too heavy for me to move on my own. Way too heavy. Alright, so you should be rebooted now. You should be .250. Yes, you are. Look at that. And it's working. It is working beautifully. Okay, but because you guys saw the thing, we're going to delete this camera. Add another camera. ESP. Copy it. Paste it. Send snapshot. Only because I don't want you guys having the code to my camera. So that is now expired. Well, there we go. Let's make sure that it's set to the maximum resolution possible. Oh, is it really that? Oh, no, it's not. Okay, so let's take off a little protective film. There we go. Hi, little buddy. Refresh snapshot. Oh, that is so clear. It looks really good. Hi, Callie. Alright, how much longer on that? About 10 minutes left on that. While we're waiting, let's look on printables. And let's look up just printables. I don't want to sign in. Okay. Zhao ESP. There we go. 32 S3 cam. Alright, we just need like one of these for the Prusa Mini. Nah. I mean, that works, but not what I'm looking for. Oh, here, Prusa Mini camera mount. Look at that. I just love how that intentionally has a thing for LEDs, but I don't want LEDs. Whoa, Callie! Prusa plan on having a USA-based server? I don't know. I'm not aware. The reason the cameras take 10 seconds to refresh is not because of the server location, but because of the server load. They don't want that much traffic going through things, and it could be very easy for people to overload their servers. That's the truth. This looks like it should work. Maybe. I mean, this looks to be the most functional, but it's just, I don't have that. I don't have that. Like, I kind of wish they made a version without it. I could just chop it off and not worry about it. Yeah, it looks like I should be able to do that. So if I look at this, okay, so that goes into the extrusion. And then what? How does this work? Okay, then that goes into that piece that we just looked at. And then there's these side rails here. Where does that interact with? Does that clip on right there? I guess it does. So I could just cut this off. There is only 3 MF files. There is no step files. So let's hypothetically think about putting servers here in the United States. Right now, the reason that it's the way it is in Prague is because of EU privacy data laws, as far as I'm aware. So it's in a server in their building that they can manage and they control, etc., etc., etc. Only Prusa has access to that data, and they do not retain that data. That's the most important thing. They don't retain the data. That data is volatile, and they don't care about it. Well, they care about it, but the idea is that all of the data for your printer lives on your printer. So what they're hosting is kind of just like a cool API interface, and that's it. They want as little data on their servers as possible. That's why the images are only every 10 seconds, so that they can literally delete the image once a new one comes in. They don't store it. Coda, even your upload files, they may use Prusa Connect as a referral so that you can print from anywhere, but it's not stored on their servers. Or, correction. There is a repository of 1 gigabyte. You get 1 gigabyte that you can store on the servers. Yes. That's on their servers. Sorry, I did misspeak. There's a gigabyte that you can have on the server. But it's only a gigabyte. And that's it. I don't know if they use AWS. From what I understand, they're using servers locally. That's from what I understand. But I also don't know anything about it. I know nothing about how they're running it. So it could be an AWS thing. It could not be an AWS thing. I don't know. But let's say they were to spin up servers here in the States. The only property they have to do that is printed solid. As far as I know, we don't have rack space for a server farm. Now, we could build it. That's not difficult to do, but right now we have no plans on it. So... No, yeah, RJ, I just kind of just answered that. Yeah, we don't have any plans to, or do we have any space at the moment? Because, you know, if we wanted to, the question would be, where do we put it? While we have a new space to put a ton of stuff, we only have a couple server racks, and that's currently populated with networking equipment for all the networking stuff that we do. We don't actually have servers. We have some pies, but Um, yeah. Yeah, it wouldn't. So here's the problem. While we could run one out of PS, then what you have to do is you have to do load balancing, stuff like that. It can get messy real quick. It can get real messy real quick. And we're not talking about a, multi-billion-dollar company like Cloudflare. We're talking about Prusa. And as big as Prusa is, their team isn't that big. We're talking about just a few guys, realistically speaking. Imagine, just imagine this. You're essentially asking Mitch and myself to deploy and manage that. Like, we're talking about guys who are mostly hardware engineers. They got some software engineers, but it's not a big team. And they're mostly focused on the firmware aspect of things. Now, Coda mentioned, what about self-hosted Connect? It's being worked on. It's being worked on. It's just, I don't know the status of it, but they are working on the local version of Prusa Connect and adding more features to it. That's all I know. I don't know anything about how far they're going. I just know what's coming in the pipeline that I can't talk about. I know there's some cool stuff that's coming in the pipeline, but I can't talk about it. And to be clear, there's always cool stuff coming in the pipeline. But so I think one of the problems with the firmware team is, and again, this is Nomad talking. This is not me as part of Printed Solid or as part of Prusa. This is Nomad talking. I think it's a similar issue to us at Positron. We're more focused on fixing all the hardware stuff and all the firmware stuff than we are focused on actually making software. Like, it's just slow. And it's not a priority. Maybe it should be a priority, but it all comes back to there's really only a handful of the software guys. There's not like an entire team dedicated to all this. So it is allocation of resources and like who has time for what in the end. Take that for what you will. Obviously, I'm not trying to defend them or anything. I strongly believe that the Prusa Connect local should be more flushed out. But I'm also starting to understand that there's hardware limitations. I think, hear me out, I think we're starting to hit the limit of what the local hardware can do in terms of running a web server and offering reliable printing services. Because, I mean, if we look at every single other commercial printer out there, the only ones that are able to reliably host a web server are Clipper printers. And those have full fat processors on them. Like proper Pi-based processors. This is still running essentially an Arduino on it.
Didn't understand that.
Now, mind you, what they've been able to do with the Buddy board is insane. The same motherboard that's in the Mark IV is in the Core 1 and the XL, and there is a cut-down version in the Prusa Mini. What they've been able to do with the Buddy board is wild. They've been able to do a lot with it, but it is still an Arduino. The fact that it's able to do, Prusa Link, and it's able to do what it can do with that web interface is really impressive while still maintaining, a good communication rate with Prusa Connect itself. Or not Prusa Connect, but with, it printing at the same time. Because it's doing a lot of work. They don't have a dedicated chip for printing, and they don't have a dedicated chip for the web. They have one chip for everything. Is that optimal? Probably not. There might be a revision of the board coming in the future that, Callie, I love you so much. But there's nowhere for you to sit down. Unless you just found one at the very back of my desk. Yeah, you're struggling to find where to put your paws. Callie. You're knocking things over, Callie. I need to get down. Nope, nope, that's not. Callie. Thank you. I love that cat, but right now is not the good time. Yeah, there's a lot they can do, and I am looking forward to improvements that they do. It's gonna take time. I like to believe that they are starting to take it seriously. I can't tell you why I believe that or how I believe that, but I would like to believe that they are starting to take it very seriously. Yes, at this time, that is a trust me bro statement. I can't speak anything official. All I can say is that I believe they are starting to take things seriously. I mean, we have to... I believe Joseph mentioned it publicly, but Prusa has grown year over year, I think like 200%. Like, the growth of Prusa as a company has been astronomical. And, like, they absolutely, I believe, have grown out, like, way faster than I think they were ever anticipating. And so the expectations of them have also exponentially increased as they have grown. Mind you, I'm not saying that this justifies anything specifically, just sharing my observation. So, yeah, they're trying to catch up with their own growth, I think. Are they doing it the best way? I don't know. I think what they're focused on right now is, I think they're focusing on production, which I would agree is probably the best thing to focus on, because right now they're trying to catch up with Core 1 orders. You know, we're halfway into 2025, and they're still behind a bit, but they're doing everything they can to catch up, as they should. As they should. So I think they will be caught up very soon. It takes some time, and it's all about focusing. I know that, like, their R&D department is completely focused on that, on production. So I hope that provides insight. I don't know if it does. If it doesn't, sorry. I'm not really the guy to talk to about new Prusa things. Just saying. I hope it helps. I just can't promise that it does. You know, one thing I like is transparency. You guys know me for that. I like to be very transparent. I have an NDA. I can't be fully transparent because I can't make announcements or statements that possibly... Oh man, I can't put these heat sinks on. That sucks. Okay. That, you know, possibly aren't correct or stuff like that, so... I'm saying what I can say. I feel like, I don't know. Alright, I have to redesign this. this works well for, here, hold on, let's swap to live me. So this works well for airflow, I guess, but these are like impossible to print. So I'm going to redesign this to use different method. But this works. Now we got to get a cable in there. Now we have to get a cable in there. Okay, we're going to do this live. So, okay, Prusa Core 1 Buddy camera install. This is the old one. Okay. Auto home move Y and Z to 200. Also need to prepare my stuff. Let's plug you in while we wait. Okay, move Y and Z to 200. Okay. Turn off the power. I'll do that in a moment. Please check printer already. It does not. Okay. Have to take off the side panels. Let's do it. First, I need a USB-C cable that I'm going to use. We're going to use this one. This should be way more than long enough, and I'm not a fan of it. So this is going to become our Prusa camera cable. Fits nicely. It works. It's either that or this one. No. I don't know where the other one I put is. So let's go ahead and get this off. This is going to be the best view you guys get. Apologies. Alright, we got to take off the top side panel. So we're going to open this up. Okay. One. Two. Three. Four. There we go. That's off. Okay. That's done. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Okay. Remove the marked nylon rivets from the side sheet panel, and then remove the panel. Okay. gonna go ahead and do a thing. Are these using torque screws? Jeez. Yes, they are. I don't want to Uncle Jesse my core one. Where do I put it? Right here. Thankfully, it's not glass, so I can hit it with a hammer and it won't break. Well, you hit it with a hammer, it might break. How is he spying on my phone? Maybe. I can't access those, so I'll have to figure that one out. It is pretty impressive how easy it is to get to the inside of this machine, relatively speaking. Like the fact that I only have to take off a couple rivets that are relatively easy to remove. I'm just being hyper cautious not to scratch anything. Yeah. It's pretty nice that literally I just have to take off these rivets and the whole side panel comes off. Remember, one of the reasons I got rid of my X1 was because the bed started to taco, and I didn't want to even think about taking that printer apart in order to replace the bed. It's one of the reasons why I got rid of the X1. Aside from all the bamboo stuff that happened. I got rid of it because I did not want to deal with any of that bullshit. We're just gonna take this down, make things easier for me. Okay. When Prussas says to use flush cutters to remove the plastic ribbon nuts, just do it. It's easier. So much easier. Alright, now I just need... Okay, now I just need zip ties. Okay, where's my zip ties? I don't know where my zip ties are. That's a problem. I thought I had a whole bag of zip ties. I mean, if it's that easy to literally get to what I need to, I could always do it later, but let me see if I can find zip ties. Found them! And they're Prussas spec. Bring a positron, right? Let's see. What's the next step? Remove those 2 screws in the back. Okay. Hey, MakerMine, what's up? All right, remove the 2 screws in the back. Yep, remove the back. Okay. Now we do the fun stuff of routing this USB cable. That is tiny. Okay. Very small. Got it. Hey. Go. Okay, that is routed. Okay. Now we grab this. All right. We're almost done. Oh, it says to do that? Nah. Oh, it says you're supposed to do this. No, man. Nah, fam, not feeling it. That is how I do things. Hell yeah. Well, I'll happily be your shadow, or you be my shadow. I don't know how that works. We're installing a Prussa camera, or ESP32 camera into the Prussa. I still think one of the cool parts about this stream is that you can say you watched a professional Prussa guy install things. Like, I work for Prussa. I'm trained to build these things. Glad to hear Sean got taken care of. And thanks for Brian buying from Printed Solid. Welcome back, Project Data Garage. We're almost done. I just have to zip tie everything and then install the side panel. The best part is we're gonna have to do all this again in the future because this cable that we're using is not the official cable that Prussa ships with. I want to use the official cable, but I also want to get this working. So. Okay, there we go. Cable installed. Whew. All right, what's the next step? Yep, did that, did that, did that. Now I just have to plug it in. Come on, go in. Got it. All right, now before I close anything up, let's make sure it actually connects. Oh my god. 3D&T wants me to wiggle it for him. No. Oh my god. 3D&T, if you want to throw dollars at something, throw it at the fundraiser linked above. We're just waiting for the camera to come online. And if it doesn't, then I'm gonna have to find a power thing. Did the link expire? It shouldn't. What the hell? It did. Wait, no, it didn't. Yeah, no, the link's still good. Holy shit, you guys have raised $420 already. That's amazing. You guys are great. Since the school is on summer and the printers should be in tomorrow, I'm gonna do an unboxing setup stream this weekend on the Core 1 if they show up. Hell yeah! Okay. I see the lights on the camera are blinking. So it's doing things. Oh, it's on. It's working. It is completely inverted. Yep, okay, so it is... We need a vertical flip. Refresh snapshot. All right, there we go. It's working. Holy crap. It is working. Oh my god. I'll show you guys in a moment. Let me get this all closed up and then I'll show you guys how it's working. So, if you want to get a buddy camera right now, just get this ESP camera. It's only 20 bucks. Print a few parts and you're good to go, at least for me. It took me a while to figure out everything else out, but hopefully you won't run into the same problems I did. All right, let's get this all buttoned up and back together. Okay. How am I? member just donated, I think, for 20 bucks. Thank you so much. You're amazing. All funds are going to the Trevor Project. They are a suicide prevention hotline for LGBTQ plus community members, as well as anyone else who needs it. So your donations are helping a phenomenal cause, especially considering funding is being cut for such vital hotlines. So seriously, every dollar you guys are donating is saving a life. Thank you all so much. Oh, what's going on? Yes. Hello, Ladybug. What's up? Yeah, seriously. Thank you so much for the $20. You guys have already unlocked. Let's see. You guys have unlocked. So we're doing milestone giveaways on Saturday, and you guys have unlocked almost the first two milestones. So the first two milestones are filament giveaways. And like every $250, it's filament giveaway. Because so every $250, it's a filament giveaway. And you guys have already unlocked the first giveaway. So as soon as the stream starts on Saturday, we're gonna let the stream run for an hour before we start giving away prizes. But you guys have already unlocked the first round of giveaways. So good job. Thank you guys. We're very excited to hear that. At 500 is going to be the second round, so we're going to do another 4 spools of filament to give away. And then every 250 is more spools. So at $2,500, we're giving away a positron. At $5,000, we're giving away a Core 1. So let's try and meet that goal. Thank you all so much. Yeah. The Trevor Project was cut off from national funding. It is bullshit, but that is why we are here to help raise money for them. Again, let's be really honest. Let's get down to earth here. The human existence isn't always a fun one. And some people, including myself, struggle with being mentally healthy. It is okay to admit that sometimes you just don't feel great. And it's okay to admit that, I've had depression. I've had it, I've struggled with it, and I've struggled with very negative thoughts in the past. Thankfully, I've never acted upon them before. But it's okay, as Petty said, it's okay not to be okay. There are sadly a lot of people who struggle with that, and who struggle with those dark thoughts. And we can help those individuals by being there in moments of crises. Not everyone knows how to handle those thoughts when they come to them. Not everybody knows how to handle that. And that's okay. By helping donate to the Trevor Project, we are helping fund professionals who know how to handle those crisis situations and act as interventions and preventing people from doing something that cannot be undone. So we are saving lives, and we are helping people in critical need, especially during a very tumultuous time. So thank you to everyone who's donated tonight. Thank you everyone who's going to be there on Saturday. It really means a lot to me, as well as to many members of the LGBTQ+ community, and to anyone else who's just in need of a crisis hotline. So thank you. Thank you so much. Struggle is real, and it makes it more difficult when other people don't acknowledge the validity of important organizations. Put another way, you don't need to feel bad about feeling bad. Yes. My mind was at war with itself most of the day today. It's exhausting. I'm happy to support where I can. Thank you, Bearded Printer, so much. One of my customers is a suicide prevention hotline in Arizona. They are the only customers who have my personal cell, and they get put in the front line. Phenomenal. There is Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much, Bearded, for the 20, and thank you so much, 3D&T, for the 20. Yeah, it's hard, you know? And for people who are struggling to find their passion and their reason to keep on going, it is hard. And especially in the 3D, in the LGBTQ plus community, it is difficult for people to find themselves and find. It is difficult to find validity in oneself and try to understand oneself. The fact of the matter is, we are all just squishy brains in meat puppets that we control. At least that's how I see the world. And regardless of belief, or regardless of what you believe to be true or not, we all have brains, and we all see the mirror differently, and that is the real truth. Every time everyone sees what everyone sees in the mirror is different than what anyone else sees in the mirror. And there's always a moment where someone looks in the mirror. Think of it this way. You might look in the mirror one day after getting dressed and realize you don't like the way you're dressed. This is simplifying a very difficult conversation very mildly. But to other people, including myself, I'm in this camp. They will look at the mirror and they won't just not like the way they're dressed, but the way they look. And that sometimes that goes even deeper. I myself, I have dysphoria. I don't really identify with how I look. I do what I can with what I've been given, but I wish there was parts of me that I could change as easily as I could change my clothing. And it's not like, you know, going for a reassignment or anything. No, I don't want to go through surgery. I just wish there was sometimes I could better identify with myself, and I can't. That's just dysphoria. And that's why I go by they, them. But because of the way I look like, call me he, him. I don't care. I don't care. I don't personally care. But there's a lot of people out there that struggle with that. So the Trevor Project is a phenomenal organization. They do wonderful work, and it helps save lives. So thank you guys for supporting that. We're going to be doing more on Saturday, and it's going to be amazing. We're going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be great. I got to get a side panel on this printer. Oh, wait. I got to get the back panel on this printer first. One step at a time, Nomad! I'm gonna go ahead and zip tie this extra length so it's not just hanging out. Oh god, I gotta do those two hands. Oh, I'm screwed. I did it! I wasn't as screwed as I thought! Cool! Okay. That was actually a lot easier than I thought it would be. Okay. Let's see what people are saying. Whatever you feel is real. It doesn't matter if you say to yourself that you're being ridiculous. You can't just make up an anxious, depressive feeling go away. Exactly. There's a shirt that says, I'm BROKEN. I don't know what that means. You'll always be your own worst critic. You have to learn to love you for you, and that's not easy. That's where help comes in, and sometimes we just need to learn to ask. Exactly. Much love to you, man. Hell yeah. Yeah, some days. Welcome to Nomad's Galaxy, where we go mad with Nomad. Zip tie, one zip tie at a time. Very true. I just need one of those canvas coats with long sleeves and all the buckles. Hell yeah. Uncle Nomad, are you going to Printopia? I live next to Printopia. The day I don't go to Printopia is the day you guys should be really worried about me. One of my bosses is the guy that runs Printopia. I can tell you this. Next year's Printopia, 2025 or 2026 Printopia, oh, you know I'm going. I'm going to 2025, this year's Printopia. But next Printopia, I am 100% going. I can't tell you why. I can't tell you what ensures my connection. But I can tell you. We are going. You didn't get a chance to sort out after us? No, I didn't. I need to find a sponsor this year so I can go. I wish I could sponsor. I can't sponsor myself. We got it. Is the mic button crazy for anyone? Is this better? Testing. 1, 2. I couldn't hear it. One, two. Testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Lale lule lo. Lale lule lo. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, it seems like my audio card is going bad. That's a problem. That's a $300 audio card. Shit. I don't have $300. Does anyone want a Magneto X? Let's get this on. So that... Damn it, did I scratch it? No, I didn't. Cool. That's sketchy. Okay. Technically, you aren't supposed to reuse plastic rivets. But, you know. You sure it's the card and not just Derby Cable Connect? It's an external card. It is the Scarlet Solo. Yeah, it's the Scarlet Solo. It's a really good DAC, but yeah, it's old. It's getting old. I purchased it like 6 years ago, maybe 7. There's newer ones that are much better. Yeah, so it's just getting old. Our first gen Magneto X and pain in the ass get working. Yeah. Yeah, I was gifted a Magneto X. Gifted again. I was given one that is smashed to repair, and it is mine to keep. So we're gonna be doing stuff with it. Oh shit! Where'd that go? I lost a rivet. Do I have extra rivets here? Uh-oh. Shit. I just lost a rivet. I don't know where my rivets are. Well, that sucks. Yeah, I just totally lost a rivet. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to hunt down my rivets. Hey, Matt Owl, thank you for the super chat. For your new DAC, appreciated, man. Do really appreciate that. Well, I'll find plastic rivets somewhere. gotta say, the construction of this is actually really nice. Have a good night, Dan. Peace out. We'll be wrapping up soon. Shoot, I gotta give you guys the Filament Giveaway link. Let me do that real quick. Alright, print style, Jesse Filament. I need to use the bathroom. Okay, copy responder link. Accepting responses. Delete all responses. Alright. Paste. Alright, the new pinned link is for the Filament Giveaway. Now time for the top panel. Woo! What's that? Okay. All right. Now, for the hard part. I have to really not Uncle Jesse this. Not doing it. that's stripped. Cool. That's okay. I was supposed to turn the printer off for that, and I didn't. Whew. Okay. That's done. Well, there's a camera. There's a camera in the Prussa now. Oh. Hold on. What? What's going on? Why does it feel like just saying that name is jinxing yourself? Do not incur the wrath. I learned firsthand. Pork. Oh. Well, hey. I didn't Uncle Jesse the door. Okay, we just installed this little guy, which is an ESP a Xiao XIAO ESP32 camera, S3 camera. It is awesome. Girlfriend just came down and saw me working on my printer in my basement, watching someone work on their printer in the basement. I mean, hey, my girlfriend watches me work on my printer in the basement at the same time as you guys. Oh no, he said it again. Oh no, I'm gonna go drop an acrylic panel and shatter acrylic. Hold on, 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Alright. Callie, can you get me a mirror? I need a mirror. Let's see here. Alright. You ready, guys? We're gonna say it together. One second. Alright. Uncle Jesse, Uncle Jesse, Uncle Jesse. Yes! Okay, Uncle Jesse. Tell me. Are they in the room with us right now? Yes. Okay. Will I break a panel? No, I won't. Will I break a printer? Oh shit. Which printer? What the fuck does yellow mean? Uncle Jesse, will it be the Magneto? Oh, well, I mean, that makes sense. I don't really know how to work the Magneto. Will it be another positron? Oh, yeah, I break plenty of those, too. Will it be a Prussa? Oh, yeah, I mean, I work for them. I broke one the other day. Uncle Jesse of the Sky, was it the Prussa that I broke the other day? Ah. Well, I guess that's pretty self-explanatory, I guess. Will I win the lottery? What the fuck does purple mean? Is that yes or no? Okay, so it's not yes or no? That makes sense, I guess. Alright, well thank you, Uncle Jesse. I'll dismiss you back to your ethereal plane. I need to figure out an integration where you guys can actually control those lights. That would be fun. Like, someone just gets control of my lights like a magic 8-ball. Oh, you missed most of it? No. Okay. I was... Let's see. So here are parts for, I mean, I could prep this. We could work on the Multi, but it's late. I think we'll save that for another stream. I do have to put... Okay, I do have to... I bought a ton of square nuts because I didn't have any available square nuts. So, ask if Uncle Nomad's awesome. We dispelled him. He's no longer with us now. I would have to summon him again, but that I have to take a long rest before I can. Yeah, it's one of those rules. You know, D&D got it right. Go. Alright. Don't know why they double bagged the square nuts. I got these off Amazon, so they're not Prussa official, but hopefully they fit. Let's see. Oh, they're tight. I mean, tight is better than, yeah, that is actually extremely tight. They don't really fit nicely. But you know what? That also means that they're not likely to spin in place. So I'll take that as a win, actually. At least they're Chinese sized, right? There we go. They're in. Okay, so now this is good for the Multi, and apparently this just... I don't know how this mounts to the Core 1, but it mounts to the Core 1 somehow. So we'll figure that out. I'm excited for it. I think it's gonna be cool. And I think it's going to allow us to do cool stuff. So that's exciting. Alright. Who wants to do a filming giveaway? Shall we do that? For anyone wondering, here. I'm gonna show you guys the live stream of the camera here. So here it is, right? So this is apparently the live stream. I don't know how live it is. Let's test it. So I'm gonna go to Pulse. We're gonna control. And let's go ahead and sending the home command. That's not bad. This is not bad. Oh, I actually love it. I can't see everything. The buddy camera will absolutely give me more visual information. But this is awesome. What LEDs are in there? It's just standard what's come with the Prussa. So there isn't any LEDs on the camera. So there isn't any cameras there. But here, let's send a print. I'm trying to think of what we can print. Let's just look on printables, because I want to see this camera work. Oh yeah, Core 1 accelerometer. Prussa accelerometer, files. Oh, they don't have one for the Core 1? What? That's weird. Where's the one for the Core 1? Okay, let me Google it then. Core One accelerometer. Where is it? I found the printed parts for the MK4S. Does it just use the MK4S adapter? I guess it does. Yeah, it does. Okay. Well, then I don't need to print that because I already have that. A Bodhi? I could do a Bodhi. Let's do a fan though. Create a breeze here. This is a cool contest. Let's look at this. So let's do likes. I'm sorry. Why is this here? Like, okay, that's a cool model. Why is it here? I don't understand. Also, I really am getting annoyed by AI. These bladeless fans are a brilliant idea. I don't know why a drone is here. Is the main board at the bottom top this T1 Pro in front of me? I have no idea, dude. You think I know? I don't know. Alright, I want to try this. I really want to try this. Print in place. Download. Okay. And then we're going to just print that. We're doing this in not the best PETG, but that should be fine. Then after I get this print started, we will go ahead and do our giveaway. Oh, wow, this is huge. Okay. Stop moving it. Yeah, you'll find the motherboard. It's a 50-50 guess whether or not it's on the top or bottom. Good luck. All right, Prussas PETG. Slice. I hope this doesn't fuse. I hope this actually works, because my girlfriend and I are going to a concert tomorrow, and it's gonna be blistering hot. All right, set, ready, and print now. Someone's asking me if something is worth $60. I will look at that later. Oh, wow. Everything is getting laggy. All right. Well, we're going to stop watching that stream so I can have a little bit more processing power. And then we're going to go to Wheel of Names. Yeah, this slicing is that's a spicy slice. All right, we're going to go ahead and stop the responses. And let's go ahead and get everyone in. All right. That's 34. Cool. We're going to see Streetlight Manifesto in New Jersey. Streetlight Manifesto is my favorite band. They just released 3 new songs, and the first new songs in 15 years. So hyped, man. So hyped. I can't explain how hype I am. All right, let's see who wins some filament. I'm going to reboot my computer after this. Oh, man. And remember, even if you don't win the giveaway, you're still winners in Bearded Printer's book and my book too. Oh. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Robin B. Are you here, Robin B? Robin B. Are you here? Are you here, Robin B? Give you a minute to respond here. And congratulations, Robin B. Just gotta call out and chat. Here? Awesome. Congratulations, Robin. Let me go ahead and get that order situated for you. Oh, come on. Don't break on me. No. Let me click on Robin. Thank you. Okay. Let me go ahead and get a print solid here. Let's get this order processed for you. And remember, we're going to be using the same giveaway system for the charity live stream this weekend. But instead of calling out names, we're going to call out like ticket numbers. And then what we're going to do with that is we'll call out the name of the username to see if that person's there. So it's going to be interesting, but I think you guys are going to like how we do it. The idea is that we want to make sure that we're calling out usernames, not specific, anything else specific. Okay. We're anticipating a lot of people participating. Robin, I need you to pick a Jesse spool of filament. I can't give away Prussas. So, real quick, I'll give you an opportunity to pick a Jesse spool. So go ahead and pick a Jesse spool. Has to be Jesse, can't be Prussas. Saturday. Okay, now that I have the ability to look it up. It's all good. Yeah, Misty Green is a Prussas spool. Alright, let's see here. I believe I have it scheduled for... Let's see. It's scheduled for 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you, RJ. Do appreciate it. You're awesome to do the order right away. Be cool if others would do that. I'm the only one that can do that because I work for the filament manufacturer. I'm the only one that's able to do that. Other people have to go through a system. And some, I know what they do is they wait a couple months and then they all do it in one go. It's not the best system. It's up to the creator and the company. I have not negotiated how to do it with whatever companies. So, yeah. RJ Repo Man, you should make me a mod. Dude, at this rate, you may become one. And Wick, it really depends. I don't know. I've heard some people, like, bundle it all. You know, it depends. All I know is that when I do... So, okay. For the giveaway on Saturday, I'm not going to put it in right away. I'm going to put it in on Monday. Because I'm going to do it on the clock. So I can get paid to do it. And because it's part of my job. So, that's how I'm going to do it. Is Royal Red Jesse? Yes, it is. So we'll do a Royal Red. or Royal Ruby, rather. There we go. Yeah, so since I work for Printed Solid, I'm able to just do this. And then I like to do it right here and now, otherwise I will forget. I hate to admit that someone won Filament one time and I forgot to send it out for a couple weeks. I was very disappointed in myself. I got it out to them eventually, but I was very disappointed in myself. But back then, the method for doing Filament giveaways was literally I would take their name and then I would send it to somebody, and then they would process it. So this time it's gonna be way different. What is the difference between regular filament and the premium elixir? For elixir, okay, here, actually, I have a spool to show you. This is normal PLA. This is PLA orange from Prussas, very standard. It has a little bit of a shine to it, but not really. This is electric lemonade. Look how shiny it is. It's almost reflective. This is a silk filament, but here's the thing. This is not a normal silk. So silk filament is made by adding TPU to PLA. Now, you would likely know that silk filament is very weak. It's not strong. I am very happy to say that elixir is almost PETG strength. Because, Printed Solid bought the recipe to Polyalchemy elixir because that was a very strong silk. Essentially, Polyalchemy figured out how to actually bind the TPU and PLA polymer chains so that it is actually one long polymer chain. Normally in silk filament, the polymer chain doesn't form, so it's a very weak filament. It just kind of crumbles along layer lines. But with the elixir, it actually forms a strong bond along layer lines, so it is as strong as PETG. It is very difficult to break. It's not impossible to break. You can still break it, but it is similar to PETG in strength. And that is why Elixir is so good. Comparable to PLA Plus? No, it's better than PLA Plus. So, okay, hold on. Rant time real quick. Let's talk about mattresses. Now, Nomad, we're doing a filament rant. Why are we talking about mattresses? Because in the ye olden days of mattress salesmen, we have the same problem they did back then as we do right now, and that problem is regulation, or rather, lack thereof. So, in the past, when you went to go buy a mattress for your home, people would put anything inside the mattress in order to stuff it. That includes rat carcasses, rotten food, trash, wood scraps, you name it. They would put anything into a mattress just to fill it out so that people would buy it. Because a mattress is a mattress. You're not going to open a mattress and look inside. You'd destroy the mattress. So they were able to put whatever they want into the mattress. So the government stepped in and regulated mattresses. You are required the label to say what's inside the mattress. And this applies to any bedding and essentially any furniture nowadays. So you cannot, that's why the one sticker on a mattress says, do not remove, it is illegal to remove this tag, essentially. So that is why you see those. an unregulated industry became regulated. So why and how does that relate to 3D printers right now? PLA and filament as a whole is not regulated. And yes, that is why it's illegal for resellers to remove the tag. That is 100% why. But PLA and filament is not regulated. PTG is not regulated. ASA is not. None of these materials are regulated. You can make anything that goes through a... You can essentially make anything that goes through an extruder and melts into a plastic. You can call it whatever the fuck you want. You can call it PLA. You can call it PTG. You can call it whatever you want. Why do you think Polymaker is calling their HTPLA PLA? It's not PLA. It's a different polymer. That's why it can sustain this high temp. But because it's so similar to PLA, they're calling it HTPLA. It's not PLA. It's a problem. So other people, here's the thing. PLA is not cheap. It's actually quite expensive. The resin it has a cost. The resin to actually make PLA has a cost. And so it is in everyone's best interest to use as little resin in your PLA as possible. So the idea is that you fill it with as much stuff as possible while still having it be printable and have the properties of PLA. So companies will often fill it with minerals, with like just junk, to make it more than just PLA. That's where you'll get PLA Plus, PLA Pro, etc., etc. What is considered PLA Pro, roughly, or like PLA Pure, is like, it's just PLA and colorant. That's it. There's no additives other than the colorant. At Print and Solid, we don't add additives other than the colorant. We just use colorant, which is in and of itself a biopolymer that is based off either PLA or PGG or whatever we're mixing it with. And then we have the PLA. We use the same resin as Prussas, and we make it as pure as possible. We don't add any additives. Other companies that you can buy spools for $15 or less, they add additives. It's cheap, and there's a reason why it's cheap. When you see PLA, PLA Pro, PLA Plus, ignore them. It's just marketing gibberish. It means nothing. Look at the safety data sheet if you want to see what's actually in it. That's what you want to do. Yeah. It's all marketing. That's all it is. If you want pure PLA, go with Prussas or Jesse. Those are the only two that I can guarantee you have pure PLA with no additives. I know for a fact that almost every other company, maybe except Protopasta is expensive. Yeah. So it's like all natural food labels, or all those labels. Like it's just marketing. It sucks too, because people are taken advantage of, because they're like, oh yeah, I love this PLA Pro Plus. It's like that's not what it is. Someone just added that as a marketing tag to make you buy it. It's not necessarily better than PLA. But anyway, I could rant about that for days. Don't even get me started on how filament doesn't actually get moist, unless it's nylon. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it is 15 minutes past 11 o'clock. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight, and thank you all who has donated to the Trevor Project. Thank you all so much. You guys have allowed us to get the ball rolling on the charity fundraiser. We essentially only have $4,600 to go. I don't know about Slant 3D. I have some of their filament. No idea if it's pure PLA or not. It could be. I don't know. Anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. I hope you all have a wonderful night. I hope you all, I hope it's good. And you know, let's circle back. Again, it's okay to be, it's okay to not be okay. Don't be afraid to talk to your friends. Don't be afraid to be honest and say that you might be going through a hard time. The only way that your friends can help you is if you talk to them and tell them that some days aren't going so well. Your friends are there for you. And hey, we're all friends here. The maker community is here for... what I like to say is that the maker community is here to build. And we're here to build together. We're not here to take things down. So don't be afraid to talk about it. And seek help. Therapy is awesome. I've gone to therapy tons of times. I love therapy. Therapy's great. Sure, you have to pay somebody, but they sit there and listen and give you advice. It's wonderful. When you find the right therapist, oh my god, it's the best in the world. So yeah, anyway. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope you all have a wonderful night. I'm gonna go to bed and go to a concert tomorrow, so peace out. Mwah.